Si se acaba el amor, ¿qué vamos a hacer, mamá? Hello, everybody. Vamos a hacer la entrevista con la persona muy famosa. This is very outstanding composer, music, producer, musician, DJ, Mr. Ricky Campanelli from Montreal. Good evening.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be on your show.
Thank you for joining us, and I wish I could continue our interview in Spanish, but probably I need
Italian.
Italian, no, only grazie mille. And so, you know, I speak a lot of languages, just hello, goodbye. So maybe after quarantine, I will have an opportunity to.
Perfect.
During quarantine, too busy.
I'll next time, so you better be practicing.
Okay. So, how are you? How is the weather in?
Oh, I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Well, here it's a very hot summer, but today not so hot. But how is the weather in?
Extremely hot, extremely hot. People think of Canada and they only think, oh my God, are you wearing a winter jacket? Are you wearing your long socks? No, it's this week is extremely warm. I think yesterday was almost 37, 38 degrees. Extremely hot.
So you're right now at home or in your studio?
In the studio.
The studio. So it's your home.
My home.
Yes. So I have so many questions to ask you. I'm very grateful for accepting my invitation for this interview, and I'm very glad and thank to all the viewers, watchers who are watching right now, and prepare your questions and comments. We are starting right now. Okay. First question is, you, according to your official biography, you were born in Montreal in the music family. Please, could you tell about your childhood, about your family who for sure influenced your music career?
Yes, of course. My parents were musicians. That's how they met. My mother she came here to study, and my father immigrated here from Campobasso, Italy. An accordionist, guitarist, and my mother loved to sing, and she was looking for someone to accompany her, and she met my father, and they started a band together, and that's how they met. And what happened was my mother wasn't allowed to go back home because her father didn't allow her to be a musician and to be dating my father because he was Italian.
Because he was too hot macho.
No, he considered, you know, back then, if you're Italian, you're part of the mafia.
Okay.
So it was a cardinal sin for my mom to be dating an Italian, and she was supposed to be here studying, not singing.
I see. So how salsa music came into your life? When and how?
That's actually thanks to my sister Sandra. I actually hated salsa before.
You know, I have some guests. I mean, previous. La Maxima 79, the band leader Fabrizio, also told me that when he heard this music, at first he didn't like it. So very, very interesting.
I didn't like it at all. But back then, when I started, the thing is, my parents have a salsa club here in Montreal, and it's 35 years they have it, and my sister was she was teaching dancing, and she was also playing music, and back in that time it was very like commercial salsa, a lot of commercial, very romantica, but like very different than what we hear today. It wasn't very as diverse. And I was used to listening to that, so I didn't like it. I kept telling my sister, what is this music? And finally, she gave me my first CD, and that's Sonora Ponceña. And the album was, I believe it was On the Road. I have to look it up, but that was the first CD I got, and I just fell in love with it.
And but you all the time you have the word before your name and so on, DJ. When you started DJing, you said your parents had the club.
Mm-hmm.
So you started DJ there?
Yes. Actually, no. I started DJing when I was about 12, 13 years old. My sister taught me. And it was mostly English music, hip-hop, house music, that style. Nothing to do with Latin music. Okay,
but now do you DJ in the clubs in Montreal or salsa festivals, or you DJ in?
Yeah, okay. Both. So when I'm here, I'm at the club, or when I'm traveling in the festivals, or if it's with the band,
And do you, as a DJ, do you work only as a salsa DJ, or you spin other styles?
I'm great in other styles. I actually love. I still love spinning house music and stuff. When I'm in the car, believe it or not, I don't listen to salsa. And this is because I'm 24/7 in salsa. So when I'm in the car, I just want to clear my head and get fresh
So what
ideas.
Kind of music do you listen?
Oh, it could be anything. It could be jazz. It could be house music. It could be reggaeton. You know, I don't have an X on reggaeton. You know, like a lot of salseros. No, reggaeton. I appreciate all styles of music. All music should be appreciated. And I mean, I'm not very close-minded to other styles of music. It's great when you're open-minded to other styles of music, because it opens up your palette to create many different flavors of to add different flavors to your salsa, I guess.
I see. In 2001, you established the sound studio, and you worked with internationally known artists. So tell about this experience. A lot of artists enumerated. I don't want to spend the time. You could tell better. And can you tell us about the cooperation and how this cooperation influenced the further career as a musician and composer?
Yeah, it actually helped a lot working with a lot of artists, and that's also thanks to Jesus El Niño, Alejandro, the guy I worked with. He was my mentor, or is my mentor, and he taught me a lot of the tricks of the trade and salsa, and he helped me a lot establish my sound, and he helped bring my vision to light. And because of him, thanks to him that I'm where I am today. And also working with all these artists made me influenced also the way I work and the sound that I have as well.
It was on the screen, Chroma Latina, the band from Italy. Also,
yes.
Okay.
I've been recording all of Chroma Latina stuff since the beginning.
This is right now a video on the screen right now. Yeah. And the video, please.
Working with Fausto, very great musician, very funny, and very humble person. I love working with him.
So, tell us about the nomination to Latin Grammy, because you were nominated to Latin Grammy. For which music song or album?
I was nominated as Best Sound Engineer, Best Recorded Album. And that was in 2011. That was in Las Vegas. That was, I guess, the best experience I've ever had. It was incredible. Being next to Mark Anthony, I believe, was like 3 rows ahead of me. Shakira was like very close to me. It was unreal. It was unreal how you can see so many humble artists, and how you can see the total opposites.
So did you have a chance to talk to them, maybe to work with Mark Anthony in your future career?
To speak, yes, but it was very brief. He was very busy, a lot of media around him, but not to work. It would be a dream, but Maybe one day.
The dreams usually have a chance to come true.
Yeah.
But nomination to Latin Grammy means that nomination, it doesn't mean that you have a Latin Grammy.
No, it does not.
So you were one among the some nominees. Okay.
Yeah, and I believe the album that won the Latin Grammy in the category I was in was the band Mana.
Mariposa traición.
So it was a great it was a good experience.
Okay. So, but you are composer, musician, DJ. Which instruments do you play?
Conguero.
Only conga?
Conga, a little bit of piano just to help me with stuff, but nothing big. A bit of other percussion. The most important is that I learned and understand every instrument, how they're supposed to play in clave, and that's very, very key and fundamental to producing.
Where did you learn? You've been to Cuba or you?
Working with Nino, and just stuck to me, and I just picked it up. Sometimes I remember even the musicians, while we're recording and we're listening back to stuff, I would point out that some stuff were off clave or there was some mistakes, and then Nino would tell me no, it's fine, and the musicians would also tell me no, it's fine, and then I would insist, and we'd keep listening, and they're like, wow, you're right, how did you pick that up? And so my ear is very keen on picking up. It's very trained to pick up on these small little details.
But do you sing in your songs, in your music?
No, I can sing, but I don't.
Why?
I'm not. First of all, I'm too shy to sing, and second of all, I'm not good enough to sing.
Well, maybe you didn't try. Hope some next song we will hear you singing.
Maybe.
So
I highly doubt it, but.
So you have 3 albums.
3 albums, yeah.
3 albums, and your music is a tribute to old school salsa, but you mix some modern sound. You make a lot of experiments. But how can you name the style of your music?
I guess it's more of a fusion, but the reason why I like to do this is because as a DJ, there's always, sometimes it's not only about, I know a lot of DJs are stuck and focused on only playing one style of music, let's say like salsa dura or salsa romantica, and the X, they put an X on like, I guess, commercial salsa, and a lot of people talk bad about it, but I mean, it's great, and there's a time to play this stuff. It's not only playing. It's not only about playing one style, and I like having different styles on the album because it gets the DJ to a choice. You know what I mean? Like for social dancing, or in a salsa club where it's more like commercial salsa, or for competition salsa.
I see. And what are the main message of your songs?
Just dance like no one's looking, I guess. Just have fun and feel the music.
I mean the lyrics more about social message. I mean, or love, romance. So what is the? Or you have
a little bit of both. Some are romantic. Some are very strong meaning. Some are just playful and funny, and it all depends on the style.
And you are the composer of the music, and who is writing the lyrics?
On a lot of the stuff I compose and write, and some other stuff is Jesus El Niño. And some of the stuff are, some songs I do a few covers on the album as well.
So I know one is Cucala.
Cucala, yeah, that's Celia Cruz.
And which another one? Which is another one you said too?
Cover, you mean?
Yeah.
There's Mani Picao as well.
Okay.
There's quite a few.
Okay.
Right now I got a blank, but
okay. And then how many languages do you speak?
I speak 4 languages.
4.
Well, if you count dancing as a language, then 5.
Okay. But you mean French, Italian?
French, English, Italian, and French. French, English, Italian, Spanish.
Okay. So maybe you want to learn some other languages. By the way, Russian, Ukrainian, Slavic languages.
I'd love to. I just know the bad words, but
no, please, because I'm sure many people from different they know these words.
Yes.
Okay.
My good friend is Romanian, and he speaks. He taught me a lot of Russian bad words.
Dear friends, we have beautiful words as well. So
yes.
Please.
Well, like every language, when I meet someone and they tell me, "Oh, you speak Italian," they all say like some bad Italian words, obviously. So it's like that in every language, I guess.
But it's the language of opera, maybe only classic, spiritual words. So, by the way, do you dance? Are you a dancer?
Yes, I dance.
So
it's thanks to my sister.
So you dance salsa, bachata, kizomba, or tell
I'm
about
more of a. I dance salsa and bachata, but I'm not really a great bachata dancer. I just dance like basic, and I just feel it. But I'm more of a salsa dancer than bachata.
But which styles of salsa or fusion?
Mambo, I guess.
Okay, so but you were learning it in Montreal or at the congresses. Do you have a chance when you travel to go to the classes, or you just?
I actually on every congress that I go to, I have the chance to go into all the workshops, but I don't. I should, but I don't.
Okay, so. About your songs, I would like to speak about your songs with some more detailed. Please, could you tell, where do you find inspiration when you're writing your music?
It could be, wow, it's, inspiration comes from a lot of things. Sometimes it just comes out of thin air, just at a red light, and something pops in my head, an idea, or I'll give you an example. One day I was at the World Salsa competition in Miami, and I was watching, it was the one by Albert Torres, the late Albert Torres, and I was watching a 5-year-old or 6-year-old in the junior competition. And he was incredible. And I was watching this kid and I was like, oh my God, he's incredible. His footwork, he was throwing his partner up in the air. And I told myself, wow, he's the future of salsa. And that's where I wrote Soy el futuro de la salsa. Came from him, yeah. His name was Kevin Telez.
I see, 5 years old.
He was 5-6 years old, yeah, incredible.
Okay, and when you record your albums, you cooperate, for example, in the last album, you cooperate with famous musicians, with Jimmy Bosch, with Frankie Vasquez. And how do you make up your mind whom to invite to sing in this or that song, whom to play solo? So how do you feel that?
I just, from listening to all these artists and while I'm coming up, producing the songs, I just imagine these artists in the songs. I just imagine like Jimmy Bosch, I imagined he would be great on this song, and or Frankie Vasquez, his voice would suit this song just perfectly. Or even Edwin Bonilla, like He's incredible. He's got like the real old school way of playing, which I love, which is very street, very like he feels it, like it's he plays from the heart. There's no it's not like a technical way of playing. That's why also I like working with Edwin Bonilla.
See, so your songs, you probably know that they are very, very popular. They are.
Thank you.
They are played all over the festivals. They are used by the dancers in their workshops, in their shows, in their performances at the World Cups competitions, and they are really very popular. So I would like just to stop on the most recent examples. This song Buscando la Verdad, you and Jimmy Bosch. So I even do not have the words to explain how this song is popular, and not only in Ukraine, but all over the world. If you put in YouTube the search, so this song is really everywhere. So I would like to ask you, what is your formula? How to make a salsa hit, salsa song?
That's like asking your mother for her secret recipe.
I understand, but maybe you can let us go behind the curtain a little bit. Maybe you can recommend to the musicians, young musicians.
It's actually the biggest secret is keeping it simple. I mean, I've worked with a lot of musicians and a lot of people, and they tend to want to add too much to their arrangements. Either their chord progressions are too complicated, or their harmonies on their brass instruments the harmonies that they do are too complicated, or the melodies they want to add too much. It's about keeping it simple, but not simple to a point where it's bland. Like it's still gotta have emotion. It still has to have feel. But I think the most thing is keeping it simple.
Yeah. And right now you see the video. It's about this World Championship. So
that's the one, yeah.
DJ Fox, he by the way told me.
That's actually the one that I was at where I came up with Soy Futuro de la Salsa.
I see. So we usually ask people to write their questions in the comments. And we also still asking people, please write your questions. But we also sometimes have some unexpected calls from people who want to ask the questions directly, and they try to reach us. So right now we have a person who wants to say hi to you and to ask the question.
Look at the Canadian flag in the back.
So this is great DJ, salsa dancer, not only salsa, a great dancer, international instructor, Mr. Mark Anthony Sheppard.
He's a great friend. It's a while I haven't seen him. How are you, brother?
I'm good, Ricky. How are you, man?
Oh, nice. Great to see you.
Yes.
By the way, I love your new music video.
Yeah. Oh, man. Talking about videos. So I have a few questions for you. Olga was asking some of the ones that I had planned. So now
I'm sorry, Mark. I'm sorry. This is a program. It's live. Everything can
It's okay. So just a couple of questions. So which song do you think is the favorite song for the DJs and dancers from your track?
Obviously, without a doubt, Buscando la Verdad.
Okay. All right. Now, that is actually not my favorite one, right?
I know which one would be your favorite.
Wait, but don't say anything. I'm gonna tag you tomorrow, because I do a weekly dance video with Olesa. We choose our favorite songs, and we do like a 60-second freestyle and footwork. So I'm gonna post it tomorrow. It's actually your song. So I will tag you, and then you will see which one that is. but you probably already know. But yeah, yeah. And what do you do on your downtime? Like when you're not writing, composing, DJing, traveling, like what do you do?
I love hiking. Like, I really love hiking. I love just going out and enjoying nature. And this is when I'm not in the studio, which is like a lot. Right. Especially lately. But yeah, I love going out, and I love just going out to cafes and just enjoying. Right. Now with the quarantine, did you find yourself a lot in the studio, or did anything change for you? Pretty much. Yeah. For the first 2 months, I don't think I left my house for the first month. I was like locked in here. Right. For 1 month, and but then after 2 months, I started getting out, and some people were taking it a little bit too confined. I was basically going crazy. After about a month, I felt like I needed to get out, and I started going out
to see the light.
I need it.
To breathe the air.
I know some people that haven't gone out of their house. It's been 4 months.
Yeah. I know some people too. Same. Yeah. And I do have another question for you. Are you currently working on something new?
Yep, I'm working on my new album. I just finished the new album for I don't know if you know Lengaya Salsa Brava.
Yes, I do. Yes.
Yeah, their second album. So I just finished recording and producing it, and I actually finished it last night.
All right, cool, nice. And last question before I go, because Olga, I don't want to take up more of your time.
No, Mark, thank you very much for joining us. It's a great pleasure to feel myself that I'm in the Canada right now. So let's imagine I'm in Canada.
Yeah. Who is some of your favorite orchestras, Ricky?
Without a doubt, Sonora Ponceña, Willie Rosario, and Tito Rodriguez.
Yes. Those are Sonora Ponceña, Tito, but also LeBron Brothers. LeBron Brothers is my number one. I love LeBron Brothers.
Yeah. Great, yeah.
And
for me, there's a big space in my heart for Willie Rosario.
Great. I saw him back in 2002 in Puerto Rico.
He's great. He's one of the bands that I still haven't seen that I'd love to see.
Yeah, Willie. Yeah, great. All right, Ricky. So, man, it was amazing seeing you, man. I mean, you haven't really aged. You know, maybe just like a couple of weeks since I last saw you.
You look the same.
When did you see
Bermuda? Well, I think it was Bermuda, right?
Yeah, oh, wow, Ricky, you're going way back now. Yeah, so that would have been over maybe 14 years since we've seen each other.
It was Bermuda, right? The last time, I think.
I think so. No, but actually Bermuda was actually after I moved from Toronto. So I think it would have been around, Bermuda would have been maybe 2009, 10, somewhere around there.
2009, 2010.
Yeah. Wow. It's been a long time, man.
Long time. We got to get together soon.
Yes. Well, as soon as the borders open up again, my first trip is to Toronto. Usually I come to Montreal to play at Montuno's place, but we haven't seen each other so for sure the next time.
Maybe you will see each other in Ukraine.
Yes, maybe.
I hope. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mark, and we will be waiting for the song and the video tomorrow.
Yes. All right.
Great seeing you.
Yes, man. Stay safe. Continue what you're doing. Enjoying the show, and see you guys.
Thank you very much.
All right.
And by the way, I also want to see Mark face to face. We live in the same city, but we do not see each other He's too busy,
well,
as you. He's very busy.
Soon. All right, guys. Cheers.
Bye.
Take care. Take care.
All right.
So, you see, our program has some surprises. And thank you very much, people who are watching us. So please send more questions. I have another set of questions. So my question is, you are not focused only on salsa music. You have also some bachata.
Yeah.
So tell me, please, your own opinion. Why sensual music is getting more and more popular? What do you think? Why music and dancing?
Well, I mean, why bachata is getting more popular, or
Yeah, we're talking about sensual, bachata.
Well, I mean, the style of music it appeals to a lot of people. It's got a nice. There's a lot of people. Well, you have your sensual dancers, and then you have your people that like traditional bachata, and then they're all against each other. I personally like both, and I'm not against any of them. I prefer like the more modern bachata, but I mean, doesn't mean that I don't like traditional bachata. I love traditional bachata, and the bachata that we do, I produce with a very good friend of mine, David Lopera. He's the singer on all the bachatas, and the main thing that we do when we produce our bachatas is got that modern feel to it, but it also, the way we record our guitars, it still has that traditional feel to it. It's not fully urban. So that's what I like about it. It still maintains the main elements of bachata, but still mixed with more of a modern pop feel, but without any samples. Everything I do is recorded live with musicians. There's no fake guitars. There's no bad loop.
So it's a real
bachata beats, and everything is recorded live. Everything.
Okay. And we have a question from Brussels, from Ekaterina Maria. What is your biggest dream?
Right now, my biggest dream is to win a Latin Grammy. That's first on the list, and I guess to work with a lot of renowned salsa artists. I have. I mean, I'm blessed to have worked with all these artists that I've worked with. But it would be great to work one day, like you said, Mark Anthony, I believe the artists I already worked with, Bonilla, Nino, Jesus, Jimmy Bosch, Frankie Vasquez, Johnny Polanco, all of them are at the same caliber in my eyes and in my heart as Mark Anthony. There's no difference.
I see. And your music, as I already mentioned, is very popular all over the festivals, and it's very danceable. So who among the dancers inspire you? You travel a lot, you know them. So who are among the dancers your favorite dancers?
I was asked that question before, and it's a very hard question because there's so many good dancers, and I don't want to single out one dancer because a lot of them inspire me, and I respect all of them because it's not easy traveling around the world every week and getting your choreographies and leaving your friends and family behind, and a lot of risk, a lot of sacrifice, and I respect all of them. I mean, if I had to pick one, it's very hard, but I respect all of them.
I see. And right now, Mark already mentioned about the pandemic, and you are working on a new album. But what do you think about this idea and concept right now that appeared because of this COVID-19 issue about online concerts, because probably all over the world, musicians, artists, they do not have opportunity to work on the stage, full bands. So right now, some already online concerts happened. What do you think about this?
I think it's great. I mean, I think everybody, I know a lot of people commented that why are they charging? I've read a lot of comments like that, people negative posts about it, but I don't see it negative at all. I mean, these artists, this is what they live, this is what they do for a living. And I mean, if they can't travel and if they can't sing in public, how else are they gonna support themselves? And not only that, I mean, even as an artist, like we take so much time. Like I've done so many sacrifices being in the studio all the time recording my music, and a lot of people don't see the effort and sacrifice that goes into making an album, and they take our music for granted. I mean, sharing music with people or pirating the music. I mean, I think it's a great thing that they're doing this online.
But when you were traveling before, of course, before this quarantine started, you also, beside DJing and sitting in the studio, working in the studio, you were traveling with the orchestra. It's on the posters. I personally saw Campanelli and Su Orchestra. Tell about you have your own band.
This is a new thing that I started about 1.5 years ago, and because a lot of people were asking me, "Can you travel with the band?" And I mean, technically, I always use the same musicians in the studio to keep the same sound, and so I decided to form a band with these musicians, and I remember I was just getting the band together, and I got a call from Mamboland Montreal, Adolfo and Martin and Dominic, and they asked me if I'd be willing to play at their congress, and I was just getting the band together. It was a last minute thing. It was like maybe a month before the Congress, and I scrambled to get all the musicians together, and that was the first time we performed.
So, what is the country maybe you dream to visit? You with the band or by yourself as a tourist?
I guess all of Europe would be my next really great place to visit with the band.
Okay, and how many countries did you count? How many countries did you all visit already?
Myself?
Yeah.
Many. Been to Europe. I've never been to I've only been to Italy and France in Europe. So I still have a lot to cover in Europe.
Eastern Europe is waiting for you.
Eastern Europe. I'd love to go to Eastern Europe. I'd love to visit Prague. I'd love to visit Ukraine. I'd love to visit there's another place, Croatia. I heard it's extremely beautiful.
It's a very beautiful country. We had a talk with the organizer of Croatian Salsa. It's like a summer paradise, the seaside. And unfortunately, they also had online festival because this year they had to cancel. So it was like an online festival. So yeah, so hope this pandemic will be over next year.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because this year was a big, a lot of traveling was supposed to be doing this year.
Okay, so according to your social networks, I already mentioned you do not have much pictures. And are you introvert or extrovert? Probably introvert.
It depends. I mean, I like to keep private stuff private, and I don't post like what I'm eating every 10 minutes or what I'm drinking or first, I'm very busy in the studio, so I don't have much time, and I just post what I think is important to my music.
I see. So you already mentioned when Mark asked you what are your hobbies, but according to your constant work in the studio, are you an early riser or a late riser, or you a sleepless person?
A little bit of both. A little bit sleepless and I'm more of a night owl.
Night owl.
I do all my best work at night. Like when I'm finishing my personal album, I know there's sometimes I go to bed at like 7 in the morning, 6 in the morning. I don't go to bed before 3 in the morning every night.
Okay.
So, I'm trying to change that, but it's hard because in the day I have no inspiration to be in the studio.
But I really thank you for being with us, and I have some questions, final questions that I usually ask. Yes. So you already said that you want to have some Latin Grammy, but I know you have some other awards. Can you tell us about the other awards you have besides nomination to Latin Grammy?
There's a few awards that are done here in Canada. One is called, I guess, the Latin Awards, the Canadian Latin Awards. I got 2 awards there. A few other ones that I don't recall. I have to find them, but quite a few. But for me, the biggest award is seeing people dancing to my music all over the world. I think that's the best award that I can receive.
Did you ever think, if not the music, what other profession you probably would think over?
If I wasn't doing music?
If not the music, not DJing, some other profession. Maybe you were dreaming in the childhood.
Wow.
No, sometimes young boys, they want to be a fireman, I don't know, policeman, maybe.
The last thing I remember is what I'm doing right now. But I guess when I was young, I loved like I guess always a musician, because when I was young, I think I wanted to be a drummer.
Drum.
So I guess music was my destiny.
I see. So my final question is, what is the absolute happiness to you?
What is absolute happiness?
Yes.
In general, or what brings me happiness? What brings me happiness?
Yes. Maybe in detail, maybe in general, it's up to you.
What brings me happiness is knowing that everybody around me is doing well, and actually one of the things is helping people. I love helping people. That's what brings me the most happiness, helping other people.
Okay, and when I usually say final question, we have questions from the audience. So one question is, do you consider yourself, I mean your music, not yourself as a person, as a commercial salsa?
Not at all, no. I consider myself as a fusion between traditional salsa and modern salsa. I'm more like my main love is salsa dura, and I like to fusion it with a modern, either romantic twist or modern twist, but not that it's too romantica, like we say in Spanish, cortavenas.
Okay, so but you said you have a dream to cooperate with Mark Anthony. He is singing romantic songs.
It doesn't mean to for myself to produce a song for him, but because apart from being a producer, I'm also a sound engineer. So I mix a lot of music for other artists. It doesn't necessarily mean like to work with him as to do like to have him as on one of my albums, but like to mix one of his albums, I guess. Or
And I also want to mention that the audience who is watching us, not only from Europe, also I have a comment from Julio Restrepo Molina Heriki, saludos desde Son Havana and Medellin, Colombia.
Oh yeah, he's amazing. Saludos, hermano. He's got one of the most famous Latin clubs in Colombia, Son Medellin, and we played there. I played there with live with Lingaya Salsa Brava. We toured out of Colombia for I believe it was 2 weeks, and he's great. Yeah.
And also DJ Fox gives you best regards from Istanbul.
Oh, it's a while I haven't seen him. How's he doing? I hope he's doing well.
Well, he is doing good, thank God. When you're healthy right now, it means that you're doing great. So
exactly, that's the main focus right now.
Yeah, so I would like to thank you for this interview. I wish you to stay healthy and to produce more salsa hits and to please the people, the dancers, the audience with the great music you make, you compose, you produce.
Hopefully you'll love my new album I'm working on.
We are looking forward to hearing that. And thank you very much. Enjoy.
I can tell you it's going to be really good.
You mean it will be a mix, like fusion between bachata and salsa?
No. I like
half of the song. Half of the song.
Separate. No, but I'm working on a bachata album, but that's just bachata, and the salsa I keep it separate. And but the next salsa album that I'm gonna be releasing soon is gonna be great. It's
by the way, a
lot of danceable stuff.
Oh right, we are looking forward. But I wanted also to ask you, forgot. You said you didn't think about other professions. You just were thinking about musician. But didn't you think to be an actor? Because I was watching these video clips. You were playing like romantic hero. Maybe you wanted to play in some drama, some romantic movie. Because in the videos you really like a real actor. Bring this feeling.
Maybe who knows? Maybe I'll be featured in a movie with Antonio Banderas one day.
Okay. The Mambo King 2, I don't know.
That'd be great. Who knows? Why not?
Because, when I was watching these videos, I believed that you were really, really suffering from this love, this drama.
That was I think it was the beautiful Colombian scenery that had me inspired.
Okay, we have one more question. Give us a taste of your album. You've been talking about new album. Give us a taste, probably maybe a hint, if you can do this.
I can play, if I can find, let me see. Luckily, I have my stuff open here. Let me see. I can play a little taste.
So, dear friends, if you have some time, we are starting DJ party with DJ Ricky Campanelli. So, bring your shoes. So it's like a premiere. It's even not a premiere. It's like something brand new.
I'll play this song because this is a song that I was working on before our conversation. Okay. So I guess I'll play. I was finishing one of the mixes for the album, so I'll play this song.
Okay, thank you.
I'll forward it a little bit.
And while we are listening to this song, we are finalizing the interview. If you have some questions, please send it right now because we are almost ending.
I'll play a little bit from the middle of the song so you can hear just a bit. So as you see, it's very, very danceable. Very.
Thank you very much.
A lot of swing.
Thank you very much. And thank you. Have a nice, I don't know, day, because here in Europe it is night.
Yeah, here it's almost 4 o'clock.
Yeah, so you have a lot of time during the day today. Probably you go, or you in the studio, so you probably work, but hope you will also rest between your studio sessions. So we will hear your music and hope to see you face to face.
Thank you very much. I hope to
thank
see
you very
soon.
much.
Yeah. And thank you for having me.
Thank you, dear friends. See you soon.
Thank you to everybody that tuned in.
Yeah. Bye.
All right. Thank you. Bye, everybody.